Hey everybody, please excuse the background noise. I don't have AC, and when you don't have AC, you need your fans. And not a fan, but fans, plural. Anyways, to anyone listening out there, I hope all is well with you and your family, your loved ones, and if it's not, I hope shortly it will be. And I hope you hold on so you could see it get better. Keep working at it. And may your ancestors, the universe, God, whoever you put your faith in, yourself, be able to make it manifest and make it manifest in time. I wanted to talk about the Tory and Lanez sentencing. It was just on my spirit, and I was just like, you know what, screw it, let's talk. Because I'm happy with the 10-year sentence. I am happy that Megan Thee Stallion can put this whole thing behind her finally and continue on to be prosperous and focus on herself. And I'm happy that we too, as a community, can continue to push on. And I have to talk about this. However, it just happened, so I know there's still going to be some talk before we officially move on. My whole thing is this. He deserved it. That's it. All right. Thank you. Good night, folks. No, I got more to say. But for me, he fully deserved it. What people don't realize is this wasn't a Meg versus Tory Lanez. This was a state prosecuting Tory Lanez. Okay? Los Angeles versus Tory Lanez. And one thing about these people, they're not going to waste taxpayers' money unless they know for a fact they have enough evidence to land a conviction. This didn't have to be his story. And I think a lot of people, especially black men, need to understand. Control your fucking emotions, nigga. They need to understand that. And they need to understand that real quick. And in all honesty, I'm divested, so I don't really give a fuck about any man in general. I'm divested from men in general. But that's another story. And this is also for other people, women too, non-binary, royalty, however you identify as. Even for myself, like that one moment of rage can really fuck up your trajectory in life. And this was during the government shutdown, the pandemic, quarantine, and Tory Lanez was coming up in the world. You get what I mean? He had quarantine radio. People were tuning in. All these celebrities were tuning in, and he was really making shit pop for himself. And that one night, people drinking, emotions just flying everywhere, secrets, and this man continuously threatening Kelsey and Megan to shoot them. Like, all he had to do was just get a separate car. Just not come. And then even after that happened, Meg was really trying to keep it under wraps. At this point in my life, baby, I'm singing like a church lead choir member that's waiting for her solo on the first Sunday. I'm singing, honey. I'm singing. Because I have finally accepted and learned this so-called community this so-called black community, aka Blackistan, gives no fucks about me as a black woman, gives no fucks about me in my life. So I gotta do the work to make sure that I am safe. I gotta do my due diligence in making sure that happens. She was really trying to keep it under wraps, but he was paying off the blogs to say he didn't do it. He was paying off the blogs to change the narrative. He was talking his shit. He was making music, antagonizing her, trying to cause a reaction. Now for me, the moment she said it, I was like, yeah, I can believe it. He did it. And the reason why I felt like he can do it, he did it, was because, like the saying goes, the best way to judge what a person's going to do in the future, you base it on what they've done in the past. And he has had past instances where he has had a volatile temper, especially with women. So I was like, yeah, it's nothing to this man to do that. Shoot her and say dance, bitch. It's nothing to this nigga. It's nothing. So when so many other people, even other black women themselves, black women, I'm going to say this once and I ain't going to say this again because I understand not everybody going to come with me to the promised land. You can't sit here and say protect black women and then you turn around and protect abusers that cause harm to black women. And not only that, but you fund their lifestyle. I get sick and tired of black women who say this, but then at the same time, they're supporting a Trey Songz. They're supporting a Chris Brown. They're supporting a R. Kelly. You sound schizophrenic as fuck. You sound bipolar schizophrenic. And the world at large doesn't take us seriously when you do that shit. I was hoping, because I know he was looking at 20-something years, 20 years or 22 years, I believe. And I was like, shit, run him the whole 22 piece. Run him the whole 22 piece. Because for him to be, from listening to the testimony that Kelsey made when she offered to go to the prosecutor's office and talk about what she witnessed. The way that man kept threatening them and saying, I'll shoot you, I'll shoot you, I'll shoot you. That's a part of his personality. He's done that so much that this is a habit. This is a part of his personality. And then when you add alcohol to the mix, of course, why not shoot? Why not shoot? This didn't have to be his story, but he chose it. And for everyone, I remember going ham, having so many back and forth arguments with people in the comment section behind this shit. It was insane. And then the thing that pissed me off most was the women who were doubling down, black women doing a petition for this man and just showing their ass. Like, black women, why we gotta be so pathetic, looking like a fucking joke for niggas that wouldn't even spit on us if we were burning? You understand me? Why? And then for the ones who were holding their breath, waiting to hear the sentencing, it's like, a lot of you don't realize, everyday black men, they identify themselves with these celebrity black men. I don't know why. You don't have the bank account, you don't have the talent, you don't have the accolades, you don't run in the same circles, but for whatever the reason, they see a celebrity black man and they feel like it's a representation of them. Now, don't get me wrong, we all need representation of ourselves, but they really feel like, that's why when they have these imaginary conversations about, oh, why get married so she can divorce me and take half of all my money? Half of what, sir? Half of what? Half of what? Your pack of Newports? Half of what? You have nothing. You have nothing. She came with the table, the plates, the food, the forks, the knives, the pitcher, the drink, the ice, the grill. You have nothing. The seats. But yet they still equate themselves with these celebrity black men. So him getting off scot-free was a way for them to say, okay, if I decide to, I don't want to say spaz because I heard it was derogatory. If I decided to flip out on a black woman and I got physical with her, it's okay because they're going to give me a slap on the wrist. They already feel like they could put their hands on us. They already feel like they could take our lives because we're black, we're women, and the intersectionalities of it all. But black women, you don't help the fucking situation. Because while you were too busy, I'm going to say we because I'm a black woman too. While we were too busy fighting for his protection, we weren't thinking about ourselves. And I know we assumed reciprocity was going to happen. But as you could clearly see, no, it's not. This sentencing for me, it's just my opinion, was a way to say, nah, fuck that shit. You don't put your hands on black women. Because imagine if he got a slap on the wrist, they would have been, oh, if he could do that to a celebrity black woman, I know I'm good. Huh? And let's not make it, and I know there's going to be some people who hear this and say, oh no, it's not that simple. It's not that simple. We talking about dusty ass niggas. For them, it's too simple. It's too simple. It's too simple. So I am happy this man got his 10-piece. He ain't get the 22, but he got the 10-piece. So he gonna be eating good. The way a lot of black women used to, oh my gosh, especially during the trial. I had this one girl, her IG is rooted in black. This girl was a fucking fool. The way he's innocent. I think he's innocent. And I'm like, really? Yes, he is. And I'm like, girl, if you think that man innocent, I got a river I could sell you in some magic beans. And then the way she went on she really showed her ass during those trials. And then, rooted in black, ROOTED, I think NBLK, something like that. Anyways, she was like, well, maybe he's trying to help defend. And then Kelsey, baby girl, you ain't helped the situation. I know you was mad at her, and I know she did a whole lot. But baby, putting yourself at risk for perjury wasn't the move. Because I hear they probably gonna come after her next. But anyways, she was like, oh, he did it to protect Kelsey. I'm like, this nigga ain't never did nothing to protect no black woman. But he gonna risk his freedom and looking at all this time to protect Kelsey. The one that he stabbed in the back to fuck her bestie, Meg, and then he was gonna dish them all so that he could get a chance to fuck on Kylie. That man is doing this to protect her? What? Huh? What? And then she had the fucking dumbass audacity to say to me, well, reality is stranger than fiction. I said yes. But sometimes reality is as simple as 1, 2, 3. And then afterwards, when he was found guilty and was arrested and waiting for sentencing, and then I remember when the jailhouse recorded call came out, it was funny because when I went back on her page, she cleared out her page, and I'm like, ooh, she cleared out her page. All these he innocent people, real quiet today. So I asked her, because she was trying to just skip over it like nothing happened. I said, oh, so can you tell me, you still think he innocent? Like, what's good, sis? And she was like, no. In fact, I think he's a pathological liar. and a sociopath. I said, welcome to the woke side, sis. Welcome to enlightenment. But even after that situation, Shorty still had issues with me. Underlining one-sided beef with me because I called it what it was. So much so that she looked for a reason to... I remember it was some post and I just was writing in it. And then she looked for a reason to try to make it seem like I was talking about her. When people have you on their mind, baby, they have you on their mind. But I say that story to say a lot of people was going toe-to-toe with me regarding this situation. And it's because of the fact that they don't like black women. The misogyny runs deep, even in other black women. And the idea of this black man, the strongest, but yet at the same time the fucking weakest, king of no kingdom, perpetual victim, needs protecting, but at the same time he's so strong. Like just the contradictions. And I am just happy for Meg, because you got some women out here who don't get justice. And I know she got justice also because of the fact of her celebrity. But this didn't have to be Tory's story. This didn't have to be the leprechaun's tale. But because he doesn't know, like many black men, hell, like many black people, how to regulate their emotions and stop thinking you the biggest and you the baddest and you got the right to put your hands on people. Now he's behind bars. And all I gotta say is, thank you, judicial system. Thank you, the Los Angeles judicial system. Fuck that nigga. And don't drop the soap, bitch. All right, guys, y'all have a blessed one. Take care. Good night.